Hello there, YouTube. How are you? I'm coming to you from a different location. I'm coming to you from my car today because I seem to keep saying that I'm going to make a video, but I don't have time when I get home. Or I don't make time, rather. So, today is Thursday, June the 7th, I believe. And the last time I came to you, I was having some issues with the scale. What had happened is it was really starting to... Not it. I know it's my actions. My actions with the scale were just getting a little bit crazy. I was looking at the scale and letting that be the judge of how my day was going to be. Whether it was a good mood, bad mood, just all the above. So I decided to put the scale away. So my last recorded weight at that time was 180 pounds point something. I don't remember exactly what it was. So I put the scale away, and I was really trying to go off of how I felt, you know, with my workouts, with my eating right, how my clothes fit. I was really trying to just go with the flow, and that lasted about 6 or 7 days, I'm going to be honest. I'm really surprised I even lasted that long. My intention was to not weigh myself until June 15th, which is when I leave to go to Winnipeg for my half marathon that I'm still obviously training for. And yeah, so in the course of those 6 days, I was I was feeling really good. I was really enjoying how I felt. I was having some scale anxiety, you know, just being honest. There were times when I really wanted my husband to get the scale out from where he hid it, that I didn't know where it was at the time, because I made him hide the scale from me because I knew myself. If I knew where the scale was, I would have been weighing myself, you know, per the usual. So, about day 6 or day 7, something triggered in me. I think what it was is, and it's not her fault, but Casey Quinn and Bex Fitzband are my two accountability girls every day, and Casey had gone to the doctor and for some reason it made me think like, oh my gosh, you got to weigh yourself, and it just kept weighing on my head. I just kept thinking about the scale, and I wonder how I'm doing, and I wonder if I've lost, and that'd be horrible if I get on that scale and I haven't lost anything, and I'm gonna go crazy, and all these 8 billion thoughts going through my head. So I had like a freak out moment on my husband. I'm like, no, really, like, I want the scale, give me the scale back. And he's like, no, this is exactly what you told me you were gonna do. You said you were gonna have a freak out. You don't need the scale until June 15th, and I lost my shit, okay? I was so mad and frustrated and irritated, like I physically had to leave the room and go like sit and be by myself for probably like a half hour just to relax and calm down. And it made me just feel crazy, because here I am thinking, it hasn't even been a week and you're already caving, and you're physically picking a fight with your husband because he won't give you the scale that you told him to hide. So it was just getting out of control. It must have been bad enough for me to go off my husband, because the next morning the scale was in our office where I normally weigh myself every morning. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I didn't weigh myself. Once I calmed down, I was fine. No, I jumped on that scale, and I've been on the scale ever since then. However, taking a break from that scale, I truly do believe helped me, because it really does make you have to be aware of everything else except a number. And that may sound weird, but until you separate yourself from that and just truly go off of how you feel, focus on what you're truly eating. Because you can journal all day long, but your body is your best judge and journal of what you put in your mouth. So I've had my scale back. I have gotten down to 174 point something. Today I think was 176. You know, I'm down, so I'm happy, and I'm really enjoying my workouts. And I'll tell you why. Something drastic has changed with me, with my fitness, and it's not just related to me, it's my husband. So I had told you guys before that my husband had mentioned that he was making comments here and there how he really wanted to start watching his calories, but he was just so afraid of that change, because right now he can literally pop, you know, a huge garlic bread tombstone pizza in the oven and wolf down the whole thing and still be hungry, you know. And my husband is probably a good 100 pounds heavier than myself. So I understand, and, you know, granted, he's 6'3", so, you know, he doesn't carry his weight like I did when I was 5'4", being 316 pounds. So even right now at his highest, he is not as high as what I was. So I very much can relate, and I never want to put pressure on him to feel like he has to count calories or go to the, you know, the gym with me or anything like that. I have truly let it be his decision. And somewhere along the lines, literally over a week ago, we went grocery shopping on a Sunday, and he's like, let's get some healthy stuff that I can start taking for the week, and I want to go to the gym with you tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that's amazing, let's do this. So we went to the grocery store and got a whole bunch of healthy foods. And that Monday, took his lunch, counted his calories. We went to the gym together, and it was literally like a change in his personality. He was happy. It was something fitness-wise that we were able to do together. And that's not going to work. So it was just, I could not have picked a better day ever in the last 2.5 years of my life, even considering all the amazing things I've done, because I got to share it, you know, all these things that I've been doing on my own, you know, in our household for the past 2.5 years, and I got to do it with my husband, who now is at a point where he really wants to make a lifestyle change also, which is going to be so much easier on me. I have been a person that, you know, in the past 2.5 years of having lap band and just making lifestyle changes, I make 2 meals. I make him his dinner, and I make me my dinner. And there are a lot of times when I make just 1 meal, and he has more of it than I do, obviously. But it's been hard, and it's also hard to have your husband be at home watching TV or playing video games, and me have to make that decision to go to the gym when I want to sit at home and be lazy, you know. And that's not his fault. It was just me being mad because I have to do this for myself, and I want someone to, you know, do it with me because it's fun. And once you're there, it's not ever fun to like go, but once you're there and afterwards, it's like the post-workout swagger is amazing, which he understands fully now. But my point is, I mean, this is someone I never thought who would get to a point when they wanted to start running. I mean, ever. I think he was in his head thinking, oh, you know, when he associated going to the gym, it was, well, let's go to the gym and pump some iron or lift some weights. And I'm like, no, I need to, like, let's focus on cardio. So the cardio is new for him. So he is really doing cardio, and we went out for a run/walk around our neighborhood, and more so me running, him walking, but I would run ahead, run back while he was walking. And then he started to run with me. And I thought, well, this is different. He's really, really trying, and he really enjoys it, and he can see a difference. He lost like 11.5 pounds in the first week. So, I mean, he feels amazeballs. That's all I can say. So I feel amazing because it's just something fun we can do together. We don't have to, like, just go eat. We can go work out together, then we can eat something healthy together. I mean, it's everything wrapped in one. There is a 5K race that I had signed up for with his friends in July, like July 14th or something. And his friends asked if we wanted to run it. Well, at the time, my husband really wasn't doing anything fitness-wise, so I said, well, you know, my husband won't, but I will, you know. And I think that's been kind of toying with him in his head. So today he calls me and says, I want to do the race too. That can be my goal. I'm like, that's amazing. That's your first 5K. Like, you're committing, and I'm so happy and excited for him and for us. So his first 5K will be July 14th, I think. So I'm content all the way around. I'm feeling really good. So yes, the scale has come down. Overall, though, you know, I went to the gym, ran solid for an hour, and just to leave the gym and my husband say, it's really impressive you can do that for an hour. Like, I just don't know how I'm even ever going to get there. And I'm like, believe me, at 316 pounds, I didn't either, but you will. So that is that. I hope everyone's doing well, but I just want to come on and share with what's going on and my scale woes and all that, and my half marathon. I leave next week for it, so I'm really excited. So I'll update you before I leave, but that's what's going on this week. Have a great weekend. Bye.